So what am I supposed to be doing here? I guess it's just like trial by fire, and you just guess.
Hey, yo, well, DeeKnow, here we are with another video. Let's go!
Hey yo, what's good? It's DeeKnow, and we're back again with another video full of crazy clips from all over the internet. I hope that everybody's doing well today. Let's hop right into it.
Does anybody want to tell me what the issue is with the human race? We have cones, big orange cones blocking the road. We have barricades telling you, hey, you can't go this way. They're big, they're orange, and they reflect light very well. We have blue flashy wee-woos telling you, hey, it's blocked, can't go this way. And yet I've already had to turn 4 people around in the last 10 minutes. Some of y'all don't even need a license.
I mean, that's how it is though, man. Most people don't pay attention to what they're doing until they're right there.
Don't you just love when you get a post like this? Ancient ruins found in Canadian wilderness baffle archaeologists? There are no answers. Wow, that's crazy. You read the description and you're like, oh, so there actually are answers. You're just being intentionally vague and misleading. You gotta see why this type of phrasing is so irresponsible. Firstly, what the fuck even is this? This rock recently discovered in Canada has the Lord's Prayer written in runes. So how'd they get there? You might be thinking to yourself, well, didn't Vikings make it to the Americas? Good thinking, but the Vikings were all the way over here, and there is no other archaeological context whatsoever to suggest that they were by Lake Superior. Okay, so then how'd this get here? Well, the archaeologists researching this site, you know, the ones who are just so stupid, figured out that this particular translation of the Lord's Prayer was widely republished in the 19th century. During the 19th century, the Hudson Bay Company had outposts in this area, and employed, wouldn't you know it, a lot of Swedes. So the consensus is that these runes were carved by a group of devout Swedish workers at a remote outpost. They likely created this in their free time as a place to worship. But what's the problem with phrasing it like it's a big mystery that science just can't explain? I'll give you a single guess. Nice job, you guessed it. It's vague white supremacy. I'll just interpret it as, I'm living on Viking land, not indigenous. It's crazy to look at a continent totally covered in Native American ruins and be like, nah, I don't believe that because I saw an Instagram post. I hate to say it, but if you're convinced that easily, sounds like you were just looking for an excuse to say, no, I was a white dude. Clickbait phrasing like this kind of seems harmless, but it encourages pseudoscience and the bullshit that comes with it. If you want to learn about real, actual mysterious archaeology, come check out my video. Like this one on the Great Circle Earthworks, or this one on the actual sacred geometry at the Octagon Earthworks. Come learn some real shit. YouTube channel Mini Minute Man.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I suggest actually checking that out, because I'm gonna go do that right after this. That's awesome, dude. That's a real Doomslayer shield. That's amazing. Super dangerous though. I don't know how you'd use it.
Let me show you something. That right there, that's the sun. Oh, beautiful sun, right? But that right there, that's the moon. Right?
Yeah,
cool looking moon, right? I'm about to piss every last one of y'all off. They both in our atmosphere. Up there, over there, that's all water. Read your Bible. Genesis 1. That's water. It's the first heaven. I'm telling you. And then I'm not done. Look at this. That is, as you know, a chemical reaction trailer. You know, for TikTok, I gotta keep it real kosher because I'm already on strike number 4. But follow that line. All right. If you've ever been in a bathtub, we probably can't see the little but you got it. You got it. I can't find it right now. But if you ever been in a bathtub, or you've been out in the sea, and or you've been on a jet ski or a boat, you see that whenever you, and when I meant the tub, like, let's say you got a little rubber ducky, right? If you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. Or even when you was a kid and you was playing with the little rubber ducky or the little boat in the water, it creates a little path, right? Creates that little path behind it. It's the same thing that's up there. And I'm trying to tell you. Yes, I showed you the chemical reaction trailer, but that's the first part. The second part I want to show you is that they're on water. Some of y'all not going to understand what I'm trying to say. That's why I say you got to read your Bible. You got to read Genesis. They are on water. And we ain't talking about the planes, Spirit Airlines. And we ain't talking about Southwest and Delta. We ain't talking about that. Y'all ain't never been on none of them planes. I haven't. Neither has you. So I try to tell you, there's 3 heavens. There's the first, second, and third. And in the first heaven is when Yahuwah, y'all call him God, Yahuwah created the earth, the world. This is in the atmosphere. But when you got the Tower of Babel and stuff, man, y'all ain't trying to hear this. The number one reason why he confused the language is because they was getting close to breach the first heaven. All right? So Yahuwah was like, nah, we can't have that, fam. Because he was like, you gotta understand, the whole time, Samyaza, Azazel, Satan, Lucifer, all these people, okay, they's trying to go back because they realized they made a big mistake. A third of the angels and all these entities realized they made a big mistake. So the reason why we don't have a Tower of Babel now is because they are recouping. And so this is what I'm trying to tell you. That is CERN. That's the new Tower of Babel. Okay? So they are trying to create these portals to try and go. They already know they lost, but they're trying to create these portals, okay, to go back. Even though they know they can't. But they're trying to take you and me and all y'all other people with them. That's why they feed off of deception. All right, have a great day.
For entertainment purposes only. Some good information right there. Some of it's a little out there, but some of it's pretty good information. Check this out. It's crazy what people can do at home when they're bored.
Thank you for listening to DeeKnow.
Yeah, see, I firmly believe that like only machines can get out that far, man. I don't think that like we would be able to really survive. And if we could, not very long, even if we started to try and terraform and build places to like, you know, that we could live in theory. I still don't think that we can get so far away from Earth machines, yes, like robots, drone things we send out there, I'm sure can make it, but I don't think we can. It's too much work, too much effort, and then like too many things that are just unknown variables. It just wouldn't happen. But that is cool to look at, and it makes me wonder, is it real or is it not? Yeah, that's crazy.
There's no new shit to do in the world. It's only like 5 or 6, 7 different foods. And they making all these other foods. There's nothing to do in the mother world but distractions. Think about it. Every young nigga do the same. Every old nigga do the same. There's nothing to do in the motherfucking world, gang. They ain't give us too many assignments to do in this world. Listen, there's nothing to do here. It's boring as in this prison. Listen, it's boring, gang. What the can you do here? Everybody do the same. Everybody run around do the same because there's nothing to do in this prison. Listen, you ever been to jail before? Yeah, sure. And in jail, everybody do the same, right? But what's the difference between jail and here? Everybody do the same here. Everybody do the same in jail. It's the same.
Yes and no.
Gang, we already in jail. You locked. Listen, the war in jail, and then you got the president setting the rules, telling you what to do. Right? Mm-hmm. Even in certain neighborhoods, they got time when you can go to sleep, when you can get up. Neighborhoods I live in, you can't turn your can't mow your lawn before 7 o'clock in the morning. So they putting rules and stipulations on you everywhere you go, just like in jail. So how the fuck I'm not in jail? If you drive, you gotta go get a driver's license to drive. Just like when you in jail, you gotta get a hall pass to walk the halls. So play with me, man. They police this bitch, they police jail, gang. I'm in motherfucking jail locked in this motherfucking body. What? The fuck you talking about, gang?
Well, answer this question. You ready?
607 Unk is wild, dude. Everything he says is either wackadoodle or and it kind of makes sense, but it's either wackadoodle or creepy. That's generally.
Pay attention, man.
Back, I'm talking to Chris Rock. Chris, thanks again for
Oh no, man.
Chris Rock. Chris, thanks again.
It's right in front of your face. Look, one more time. Bro, stop playing with me, man. We gotta talk about it. Even Chris Rock, bro. Ain't this something? Yo, my name French Ghost, man. I do this for educational and entertainment purposes only. We had to expose the truth. And that's right, and it's right there in front of your eyes. It's right there. What happened to Chris Rock? What happened to Pookie? What happened to Pookie, bruh?
I don't know, but that is a crazy looking picture. And I think the video just had like frame lag or something. And then you added some effect right there to the still shot.
Yo, bros, I'm chilling outside right now. Bro, this sunset about to play.
Crazy moments caught on video. Things humans were never meant to see. This man avoided a shockwave by going underwater last minute. This meteor turned night into day. This forest started breathing. This goat was born with one eye. This is why you never visit Australia, because when this woman went to drink some beer, she finds a massive spider lurking beneath the drink. But what's worse than that is when this guy went to get his mail, but once he opened the box, he finds this. But the worst of all is when this guy tries to spray a spider, but he wasn't ready for what happened next.
That wasn't a spider, by the way. That was a cave cricket. Oh yeah, here's that venom creature. Some dude in Panama apparently has. I've seen other videos more recent. I think it's that like goop that's magnetic, man. Ain't no way that's real. Nah, there ain't no way that's real. And if it is real, why hasn't he turned it over to like the government? I don't know. That's crazy. I wouldn't want that. Burn it or something. But if there's that one, then how many are there? Like, I don't know. I think it's fake.
From this kid.
I take this money. I got bills. I pay my car note. I give it right back to you. Then I gotta pay my rent. I give it right back to you. Don't that mean I'm working for free? I'm sorry. I just want to understand it, bro. I just want to understand this shit real quick, B. I want to understand it. Reflection, I want to understand this real quick. I own a business. I own my own salon. The building. It's owned by some realtor. I call him up, I pay the realtor. Who gave the realtor the money to get the complex that I'm gonna own my business in? The bank. Right? But I got my own business. So I'm coming in here, but I pay my rent to the realtor. Who pays that? To the bank. Right? So wait a minute. I'm getting this money now, but it's still going to the fucking bank. And then now, cause I own my own business, I'm the man, I got bigger bills. Guess what? Pay my employees or whatever, collect my stuff, and now I gotta pay my car note, cause now I gotta fly, I gotta pay my car note, that go to the bank. Pay my apartment, my house, my mortgage, that go to the bank. It's a rat wheel. You working for free. The people that print the money don't need money, homie. They need control. Power. They need you to be doing what they need you to be doing when they need you to be doing it. They need your energy.
Oh yeah, they need your energy, he said. I believe him. Because, I mean, it's not just that. I mean, it's a whole lot more than that. It's the entertainment on the TV. It's the entertainment on the radio. It's the mass, like, hey, everybody wants a need. Everybody needs a need.
They're never going to see him again. Like, when I say never, never. We ain't going to never so much as see a social media post from this kid ever again. And all he did was something that, when you think about it, all he did was something that an average 19-year-old who just got their fucking pilot license would do. It's no different than when kids first get their driver's license. They go driving and doing shit they ain't got no business doing. He got his fucking pilot license and was doing shit he ain't had no business doing. And he's detained. Who owns Antarctica? That's my only question. And what's so, outside of what they tell us, what's so bad about a motherfucker going to see that? Because you can go to Antarctica on, you can take the boats to get there. But when it comes to flying, they shut all that shit down. So he was able to successfully fly there, land there, get arrested and detained. What military, first of all, if we can't fly there, how the fuck is the military base there? What are they doing there? We can't go there. What are they doing there? Can somebody, anybody on that military base stitch, comment, let me know something? What y'all gonna say? Y'all ain't got access to social media? Not in today's age. That don't work. Long story short, we're never gonna see him again because he 9 times out of 10 saw some shit he was not supposed to see.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know who he was. I don't see his name anywhere, so I can't really prove it. I could go Google it and try to find out. I'm sure he's fine though. He tripped over something. It wasn't the plane, I promise. He tripped over something.
The FBI and DOJ just closed their investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. And here's what they're telling us. Epstein died by suicide and there was never a client list. What? They say they reviewed over 300 gigabytes of videos, photos, and files. They searched his safe, drives, every hidden spot, and somehow they claim there's no evidence of a list. No blackmail material, nothing. The report says they even enhanced present surveillance footage from that night Epstein died. According to them, no one entered his cell block from 10:40 p.m. to 6:30 a.m. So they say this proves he unalived himself. But hold on, aren't these the same people who once lost the original camera footage? The same night the 2 guards were asleep? The same night his cellmate was removed? And let's not forget, the former New York medical examiner said Epstein's injuries were more consistent with a homicide. Ann Bondi once claimed she had the client list on her desk. Victims' lawyers said names were being protected. Even Ghislaine Maxwell herself said the list exists. And now it suddenly doesn't. So we're supposed to believe this? The man abused hundreds of minors and did it all alone. No one else was involved. No one else flew to his island. No one else knew. Epstein is gone, but the questions are still here because if they think this explanation is enough, imagine what they think of us.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird that's gone on the entire time with the Epstein stuff. All the client lists, the files, everything is just weird about it. Every single little thing that I've seen has just been weird. So, like, you know, in this world, you have no idea what's going on with that. They don't want us to know, to be honest.
In all my years of living, I have never seen nothing like this in my life. What is this? I'm gonna thank every tree doing this now. I thought that was the wind blowing the pans or some little cone things. Nah, fam. Look at, nah.
Cicadas, I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Ooh, they really starting to show their hand now. Now they are saying the dams are failing in Texas. I just dropped a video last week on this very subject that they lifted the floodgates. Now ain't that suspicious that the dams are failing in this so-called flood when we haven't got enough rain? Okay, ain't that suspicious? Y'all don't see all these dams in Texas? Ain't that suspicious? Right where Kerrville? Boom. Ain't that suspicious? That right in the heart of it, where the flooding going on? Make it make sense, bro. They playing in our fucking faces again. See? Y'all laugh when we talk about HARP and geoengineering, but look at it now. The lies are stacking. If it don't rain, but it floods, what's happening? Huh? What's happening? Can somebody explain this? Infrastructure sabotage.
Something. It does seem a little bit planned, don't it? Looks like fun.
I've been at times kind of worried about, like, well, you know, is this seems like it's somewhat unnerving to have intelligence created that is far greater than our own. And will this be bad or good for humanity? It's like I think it'll be good. Most likely it'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, but I somewhat reconciled myself to the fact that even if it wasn't going to be good, I don't
talking about AI
to see it happen. So, you know.
So, actually,
in SpaceX.
Yeah.
We're in the end game now.
Oh man. Wouldn't that be crazy if, like, Thanos or something came to Earth, Ultron come to Earth?
I've been...
Breaking news. Today is September 17, 2025. Tomorrow is September 18. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is where we're at now, everyone.
Their names are Chris and Caitlin Freeman. And they got a little 7-year-old boy that they don't like to take care of, so they built him a closet. And they put that boy in there and tie him up with ropes. And they left him there so fucking long, right? That eventually he went unconscious and is currently at the Arkansas Children's Hospital fighting for his life. You know what his body weight is? He's 7 years old and weighs 28 pounds. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, boy, get it. That's great. Seen that before.
So I took a 15-inch whooper speaker and put it on the living room floor, played with the frequencies, the vibrations, till I reached the right frequency to levitate a ping pong ball right in the center. And I thought I was going to get a gigantic raise and maybe a promotion or, you know, whatever. So I showed him what I'd done and everything, and he looked at it and he said, well, wow, man, I never thought you'd get that far with it. He says, this is a government-funded research and development laboratory, and we're paid to look for answers, not find them. And that blew my world apart. It honest to God, I felt like, what am I doing here? I went back to work and lasted about another week because I was thinking if I went home without a paycheck, my wife was going to get upset. And I had no idea what I was going to do. Talking to some friends of mine, and this one guy said, I was sounding like a kook because I was telling what I was doing. And he says, well, you know, there's some other people like you that have done the same things, and they'd like, you know, come over to one of the meetings. There's a guy out in Oklahoma City that's been doing this, trying to do the same thing, and his name is Otis Carr, and he wants to build spaceships. They didn't want to hear it. They said, pull the levitation device out, and we'll give you a patent on an amusement device, and you can put it in a park and let kids ride on it or something. So it kind of really upset Carr, but he said, okay, I'll pull it out, and he did, and he got a patent on an amusement device. But he said, I'm going to write a book called Dimensions of Mystery. I brought you a copy of it on a disc. And he said, when people raise their consciousness high enough, they'll be able to see in these prose and poems and things about hummingbirds and rocks and trees, how important it is to deal with the laws of nature. And when they understand that, they'll be able to, the levitation will be known to everyone, and they won't be able to stop it ever again. I thought that was pretty cool. Well, anyway, they brought Carr out. I got acquainted with him. It was like I was a multi-dimensional being with a multi-dimensional being. We just, there was nothing that we couldn't see or do. It was just... You are a weirdo! Really, really beautiful experience. He said that, remember, there's only the one. Don't think of anything but the one, always the one. Everything is simple. Everything is true. Everything is known in the oneness. And when you need to explain this, you can explain it to people as frames of reference. That everything is true in frames of reference. Because life is perception from the inside out, not the other way around, not outside in. And so that everything that happens is true to those that experience it. If they image it, it is true. It's all automatically true. So anyway, he said, don't get discouraged. We're going to, you and I, and he had about 8 or 10 people with him. We're going to build a spaceship. So they found a laboratory and proceeded to build spaceships. And we had some prototypes going that were just really coming along nicely. And we felt we were having problems wondering how we were ever going to introduce these to people.
That's a very interesting story. Kind of sounds like he's a little bit embellishing, but you know, they do pay you to look for answers and waste money, not really find answers, because when you find answers, the funding stops.
American astronomers have just confirmed that in a month's time, Earth will see a second sun. Not a metaphor, not a hallucination, but an ignited white dwarf star will explode with a light comparable to the sun's at a very close distance from Earth. For a short period of time, it will make our skies day and night. Night will no longer fall, and the stars will not be visible. They call this astronomical phenomenon the second day. It's a spectacle that hasn't really happened in tens of thousands of years. But it's not just about beauty. It's not science fiction. It's the reality of astronomy. Scientists warn this intense light and radiation could affect our sleep, biological clocks, and even the climate system. The reproductive cycles of polar animals could be disrupted. Photosynthesis in plants could collapse. And more importantly, it could reshape our perception of the stability of the universe. If there can be a second sun this time, will there be a second Earth next time? It's happening and you're witnessing it.
Okay, Miss AI lady. I don't know what to think about that. That sounds like some wild bull hockey.
I love you. تعال برا شوف perfect ها go inside perfect
انت غرداح قسم
Bro, that's hilarious. Big old boy was like, you're not getting away.
Did y'all see how Nebraska is looking right now? I'm going to say something without saying it, but I hope y'all catch on. Look at this shit. Check this out right here.
Right now, the
Pretty weird.
while moving around too, but that is a lot of lightning. And that's
Tell me.
happening, accompanying winds of 60, 70, even up to 90
Listen.
miles an hour in the eastern part of Nebraska. So unfortunately, I was just checking on the power outage situation. We're talking about, about 18,000
That's crazy.
customers that are
Listen.
Wow.
without power across Nebraska due to these powerful storms.
So they had a storm in Nebraska. A storm where 18,000 people lost power. But did you see how that lightning was lightening up in the sky? You probably didn't see, right? I got another video. Look at this shit. Again, look at this right here. Tell me, what do you think this is? What does that look like to you? So we're going to play a game. I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to answer it in the comments. Who did the Pentagon say was coming back in 2 years? And after you answer that, I want you to answer this. Did that look like lightning to you in the sky? And if it didn't look like lightning to you in the sky, I want to ask you this. In the comments, let me know what you think that looked like. Because it didn't look like what they're saying it is to me. Then I want to ask you this. Has there been any strange things going on where you live? Because ever since a couple of different things happened here, it's been a lot of strange things going on. Things that I've never seen before in my life. Things that you never saw before in your life. So whatever strange things has been going on where you're from, I need you to put that in the comments. Because there's certain things that I can say and that I can't say. But what I will say is this. We all know the truth. And the truth happens to be right in front of our eyes. And it looks like those times.
That's the wildest lightning in some of those videos that I've ever seen. And not any of those videos were fake.
So you're saying that you've never modded Skyrim? No, I've just never felt the need to play with mods. Here is a list of what I would consider essential Skyrim mods. After you play with these, you will never be able to go back. Alright, I mean, I guess I'll check these out.
Good luck.
1 hour later.
Hey, I just came to check on you. Oh my, what is that? I don't know, it got out of hand so fast. I installed 1 mod and then 2 mod and then by the end of it, it turned into this. I don't even know what I'm playing anymore.
It's like that though. It really is.
Okay, so what in the Iron Man?
Alright, we automatically know this is an AI video from Incognito because of the
It looks
text.
like RoboCop. I mean, it might not even be a humanoid, but it looks like a person with a helmet on. There's been many sightings like this of humanoid beings. Some of them morph, a lot of older videos. So this isn't the first time.
It's that
And
TikTok
mark my words, you're gonna see
Incognito.
a lot more of this. The thinner the veil gets,
Looks
the
like
more
Daft
these
Punk
things
in
you're
the
gonna
clouds,
see.
dude.
A lot of people are gonna say it's Project Blue.
I'm gonna see here. So after 20 years of service in the military, yesterday
I got pulled into an officer's office and counseled for posts that I have on my social media. During the counseling, they told me I'm under investigation as a threat to national security.
Why?
When I asked for proof, like what the posts were yesterday, they refused to give it to me. They made me come back today to further go over stuff. They gave me the proof, and the proof they gave me are anti-Israel posts. Now, when I joined the military, I took an allegiance to support the United States of America.
Right.
I did not ever take an allegiance to support Israel. But yet, I am deemed a threat to national security because I do not support Israel.
Yeah,
and
that's not fair.
Genocide against the Palestinian people. Yes, you heard that right. I am deemed a threat to national security because I don't support Israel's genocide against the Palestinian people. Since when does not supporting a foreign nation get a U.S. soldier investigated for being a threat to national security?
Yeah, that's wild, man. I hope that gets worked out for you, because that's absolutely wild. Somebody don't like you and said something. They had to have.
That ain't right! I think young people who are thinking about going to law school should think twice before doing so. The way AI is advancing, much of the tasks that were previously done by entry-level associates, emails, correspondence, site checks, drafting briefs, all of that stuff is now being done by AI. So there are issues with AI. It's not there yet. Sometimes they make up cases, sometimes they make mistakes. But the way the technology is going, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, it's only going to get better. Now, those tasks that were traditionally done by entry-level associates are now being done by artificial intelligence. So before you go to law school, think twice. Is there going to be a place for me in the legal profession? Maybe that guy who went to plumbing school and the guy who learned how to weld.
Future people work for a lot less. They dig their jobs. They dig their jobs.
Maybe he was onto something. Aha.
Yeah. Take your jobs.
So I got one more.
Here's all the proof that we've never been to the moon. Okay, I totally believe that we have never been there. Well, in case you had any doubt, I want to settle the score. I have doubt. The first fact, there's 5 facts. First one, there's no atmosphere or wind on the moon.
Which means, why is the flag flying?
Yes, why is the flag flying? Why is it waving around if there's no wind and no atmosphere on the moon? It doesn't make any sense.
Do you want me to tell you why?
Because we didn't go there.
Because it was in a studio in LA.
Okay. The second one is that stars are visible on the moon.
Yeah.
If you go back, you watch videos, you watch clips of the first moon landing, everything.
There's no stars.
There's no stars in the background. It's just black sky, which doesn't make any sense.
You really don't have to convince me, but this is more for the audience.
It is. It's for the
audience. I do not
audience.
believe it happened.
You know the videos of the people jumping on the moon?
Yes.
Like they walk around, they're taking their first steps and everything. They look all jolly and joyous.
It looks like they're wired in.
Yeah, well, they're getting like 3 to 4 inches off the ground, which isn't high at all. Like you could jump that on Earth easily. For every 0.6 meters, they should be jumping 2.7 meters in the air. That's the gravity difference. So be able to come like only 3-4 inches off the ground while they're hopping.
They should be flying.
They basically should be flying. Exactly.
2.7 meters is like a lot of meters.
You ever see a picture of the first footprint on the moon?
I think so, but I'll look it up. Why?
Okay, so Neil Armstrong supposedly had his first step on the moon, and the footprint has like these ridges and like whatever.
Yes, I see it now.
So then if you look up Neil Armstrong's spacesuit, the bottom foot does not match the footprint. There's no ridges. It's a pretty smooth foot, proving that we did not go there.
You would think that they would think this through before faking the entire thing. At least make it semi-believable.
It's
they can't
crazy.
even do that. They can't even get a footprint right.
And then there's a video of like the actual spaceship landing on the moon, or like them touching ground. Who was filming it?
I don't know.
It's literally from the moon perspective, them coming down. Who was there filming it?
It's also like, how do you? Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a moon believer.
I mean, realistically, I am too. But I just like playing the bit.
Alrighty. Well, that's all we have for today, everybody. Hope you had a good time hanging out watching these videos. I had a pretty good time hanging out watching these videos. There were a couple of them that were a little bit long, started to zone out a little bit. It was a little hard to pay attention to, like the guy that was in jail yapping about.
Whatever, man, it's a trick.
Appreciate all the constant support. I appreciate everybody who comes through and leaves comments, chats during the lives. Keep doing it. Keep doing it, please.
Yes, Dino. Okay, Dino.
Send this to all your friends and stuff. We need some more people around here. Anyways, had a great time. So I hope to see you guys next time. And until then, peace.
Bye.